Deep within the shadowed antechamber, a quiet conspiracy takes shape. Brutus, Cassius, and Decimus stand shoulder to shoulder, their bronze weapons heavy with unspoken purpose. The afternoon light catches the intricate wool of their tunics as they await the moment history demands. Beyond the stone archways, disciplined boots echo across the marble colonnade. Praetorian sentinels hold their ground, bronze-tipped spears resting against weathered shoulders. Their vigilant eyes track the courtyard, unaware that the true storm brews within the sacred wall. In the adjacent portico, Mark Antony stands apart from the gathering tension. His fingers tighten around a heavy bronze clasp as attendants brace their seal cases nearby. He watches the main entrance with calculated stillness, already mapping the political fallout of the coming hours. Flanking the massive bronze doors, lictors form an unyielding line of authority. Calloused palms grip polished staffs while heavy wool cloaks drape over broad shoulders. They stand as silent sentinels, their focused gazes fixed on the threshold where power and peril now converge. The golden hour bathes the central courtyard as the dictator approaches. Caesar walks with measured grace, a bronze tablet case secured in his grip, while attendants flank his path. His calm eyes lock onto the stone line, sensing the shifting winds of fate. Inside the vast hall, the trap begins to close. Conspirators emerge from three directions, their movements deliberate and heavy with resolve. Bronze blades catch the dim light as they step across the threshold, leaving the safety of the Republic behind for something far darker. At the center of the chamber, Caesar stands firm against the gathering storm. His toga is drawn tight across his chest, a final shield against the inevitable. The air grows thick with unspoken words as the weight of empire rests upon his quiet shoulders. Brutus steps forward into the sunlit atrium, his bronze dagger resting heavily against his palm. The long shadows stretch across the stone floor as he locks eyes with the dictator. Every breath is measured, every movement deliberate, as friendship fractures into history. The controlled collapse echoes through the marble dais as the dictator falls. Heavy fabrics drape over his shoulders, while attendants brace in stunned silence. His eyes close slowly, marking the precise moment when the Republic's last breath escapes into the cooling Roman air. Over the fallen figure, the conspirators raise their blades in staggered triumph. Volumetric light cuts through the chamber, illuminating the heavy wool and steady breathing of freed men. Brutus shifts his gaze toward the entrance, knowing that victory is merely the prelude to chaos. Retreating through the narrow side corridor, Antony walks with measured command. His bronze cloak clasp gleams in the dim light as attendants follow his lead. He turns his head slowly, tracking the main hall's entrance, already calculating how the city will react to the bloodshed. The outer colonnade remains a fortress of disciplined silence. Praetorian sentinels hold their asymmetric positions, bronze spears aligned with their broad frames. Their armor catches the fading golden light as they scan the courtyard, unaware that the true battle. Along the elevated eastern gallery, scribes record the unfolding tragedy. Cool bronze tablet cases rest against their palms as they document every shift in power. Chiaroscuro light carves their focused expressions, preserving the cold facts of a day that will echo through eternity. Upon the raised platform, the conspirators address the silent chamber. Brutus grips a bronze speaking staff, while his allies stand firm beside him. Volumetric light illuminates their steady chests as they claim the Republic, unaware that authority has already begun to fracture. In the adjacent forum, citizens gather against the cooling wind. Bronze coin pouches and staffs catch the fading light as they square their shoulders. Their mature faces etch quiet tension while they scan the distant arches, holding their breath as the city waits for news. Near the inner marble steps, attendants form a loose perimeter of grief. Cool bronze signet cases rest against their chests as they brace for the aftermath. Golden hour light filters through the arches, highlighting the heavy wool cloaks and the quiet resolve of loyal servants. Occupying the central aisle, the conspirators establish a defensive line. Bronze daggers and blades are held firm as heavy static fabrics drape over their frames. Volumetric light cuts through the stone passageway, illuminating the steady breathing of men who have just rewritten the laws of Rome. Moving through the dim lower passage, Antony advances toward the city gates. His bronze cloak clasp is gripped tightly as attendants follow his strategic leg. The slow push of the camera captures his unreadable face, mapping the next move in a game that has just begun. High on the Palatine overlook, watchmen scan the darkening horizon. Bronze signal horns rest firmly in their calloused palms as they square against the wind. Chiaroscuro light carves their rugged features, capturing the moment the city's pulse shifts from shock to sudden rest. At the final threshold, the stone line stands untouched by time. Worn smooth by centuries of passage, it reflects the fading light of a fallen empire. As twilight settles over Rome, the bronze edge remains eternal, anchoring the legacy of a republic's sudden and silent collapse.